because it's your life on the line. Don't ever forget that. Hey, he's laughing again. If you're carrying the weight that this guy and his wife has on their shoulders, you wouldn't smirk.
So now that we know that he's taking other servers' tips, he's also taking everyone's livelihood away. What's up, guys? This is your boy Alan again, back with another video. And today we're gonna watch another episode of Kitchen Nightmares. But before we start, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And let's go check this out.
He said Cajun, not Asian.
My name is Billy Galletti. I'm the chef owner of the Mixing Bowl. Pick it up! I'm the chef, delivery guy, Mr. Fix It.
Delivery guy, so he leaves the kitchen?
Mr. Fix It. Bills, supplies, mop the floors. That's what I have to do to keep the place alive.
Who's the other guy that was yelling at him? He just yelled at the chef owner?
The Mixing Bowl Eatery has been here for 10 years.
Lisa, is this order right?
You know what? You should talk to your manager, not your wife.
If it was up to Billy's wife, the restaurant would be closed next week.
He's the chef owner. The other guy is higher than him?
Everyone just knows he's Mixing Bowl Mike. Right this way, young ladies.
Yes, he's the manager, but it's impossible to work with him.
You get 5 times more pay than the servers. What the hell is your problem?
Dude, why do they let him do this? He's also arguing with the owner's wife?
That doesn't make sense. Shut up.
Mike, what are you doing?
Taking a drink as I'm parched.
He is the manager.
What does Mike do now?
Are you serious? Why does the server have to correct him on his behavior? He also makes the kitchen cook for him, even though he disrespects them.
I see him schmooze a lot.
People come in here and they think I'm the owner. They call me like the mayor of Bellmore.
Yeah, why is he acting like the owner? That's not a good thing to pretend that you're the owner. Wait till they find out that you're not.
Do they do that because they respect me? They fear me? I don't know.
Shut up and let me finish talking. You're not
Nobody's gonna listen to someone who's yelling at them like a madman.
talking to you is like talking to a brick wall.
All right.
Why doesn't the chef fire him? Why is he still here? He's disrespecting everyone.
When the Mixing Bowl first opened, it was busy every week, you know, it was really doing well.
Now it's just slow. Everybody's like depressed.
We tried everything that we can. There isn't.
Yeah, because this town, like, of course, as more restaurants come in, people have more options.
If something doesn't change and someone doesn't help us out, the restaurant could be closed next week.
I'm so stubborn about keeping it alive, but am I hurting myself? Am I hurting my family? You're holding everything up.
Hey, I know one way you can save money. Fire that manager. Save yourself $100,000 a year. He's not contributing to selling food.
Gordon Ramsay has just 1 week to uncover the restaurant's problems, devise a plan, and find a way for this restaurant to stand out in this competitive market.
I'm nervous, because this looks dreadful.
Wait, what's that little paper sign on the door?
It's exciting, just like, oh my God, like I'm meeting Gordon Ramsay. You know, to me, he's a god in the restaurant industry.
Good to see you. Hi.
Lisa.
Lisa, nice to see you. God. Well, this is quiet.
While delivery is no customers, why do they even open for lunch?
All these staff, 1, 2, 3, 4. How many's booked for lunch?
Nobody.
No?
When Gordon first came in, I was
Yeah, nobody is in for lunch. Maybe consider closing it, just open for dinner. You have to also include the labor of the kitchen coming in extra early to prep for lunch.
This is the lunch menu.
And what style of restaurant is it?
New American type cuisine, salads, some wraps, a little bit of
Sounds
pasta.
like a health spa.
Where?
When was the last time you went to a spa?
Oh!
What are you saying? Are you trying to say something?
I'm asking, when was the last time you went to the gym?
Yeah, not for a long time.
When was the last time you had a salad?
Not for a long
What's that? It's freaking savage.
Please feel free to ask.
Okay, great. When you look at the way the restaurant's put together, you can identify instantly from the paper cloths to the drapes to the plants.
Yeah, well, sometimes like a cloth napkin might be cheaper than a paper napkin because the paper napkin, it doesn't have a nice luxurious feel and really cheapens the feel. The owner and his wife has said that they have children, so I assume that they have their own house. So you can even wash your cloth napkins at home.
To the ceiling, to the colour, that this restaurant really is on its last legs. Award-winning Maryland lump crab cakes, seared North Atlantic salmon, sun-dried tomato basil. For such a small restaurant, the menus are huge.
Maybe a couple more minutes? Or?
Yeah, like you have a menu that big, it's gonna take longer for people to order the food. And also your refrigerator is gonna be a lot bigger, and or you have to depend more on frozen food. A place that's close to the ocean like this, you better not have any seafood that's frozen.
I'm dying to taste the award-winning Maryland crab cakes.
They are excellent.
An award-winning? What award did they win?
You could ask Billy, he knows more about it.
You are taking the table and you're the manager. Your knowledge better be more than what is required from the servers.
I thought you'd know about it if you're the manager and it's on your menu.
Like I said, the managers have to know more than the servers, and the servers, of course, already has to know everything about the menu.
I'll have a zucchini pancake, and I'll go for the seared North Atlantic salmon, I think. God, that guy needs some spark. Beanbag.
He is intimidating to serve.
These are standard questions. He wasn't asking you anything unreasonable.
Okay, these are the Maryland crab cakes.
Thank you.
And the zucchini pancakes with chive sour cream.
Lovely, thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Kind of weird they served on 2 plates at the same time.
May I ask what you think of the crab cakes?
May I ask you not to stare at me?
Absolutely.
Makes me feel really uncomfortable.
No problem.
You know, you've got this cockroach on your back you're trying to shake off, and like to just sit and enjoy.
Man, I can't. This episode's gonna be like 2 hours long to watch.
Award-winning, maybe not. In terms of freshness, yeah. I wouldn't expect to find something so fresh in such a dreary, dreadful dining room.
That's a good. That's a plus. I thought he actually was not gonna like it because a lot of places they use canned or frozen. So the fact that they use fresh crab in their crab cakes, it's good that he actually liked the dish.
Oh my God, what's that on top?
Tomato basil balsamic sauce.
I smell garlic. Where's the garlic from? Is that on the green beans?
There's shallots. There's
No garlic?
No garlic
No?
in any of the ingredients.
And then on the beans?
Looks like there's garlic in there.
Oh my God! You. How do you not know your food? You've been a manager of 10 years here.
Why don't you just check with him? I can smell it anyway.
I will. That looks like garlic. Billy?
What?
The string beans. You cook them in garlic?
Yeah.
Is there any shallots in there at all?
No shells.
Does he know anything about the menu?
I don't know what to expect, to be honest.
When you first walk in that dining room, you get this depressing manager jumping on you, which is a great shame. I'm sure
And now he's stalking him again.
5 years ago he had some form of spark. The food, the crab cakes were good.
Thanks.
Yes.
The only crab cakes that I've ever had that were good were made like homemade. You just gotta have fresh ingredients.
Can I ask you an honest question? It was our 10-year anniversary, and we say for our 10-year anniversary, everybody gets complimentary zucchini pancakes.
Yes.
Now, everybody tells me they love them.
If you give something away and it's free, who's going to complain about it?
Yeah, because then you won't.
That never happens. So either he's crazy, or every customer that comes in here is lying to me.
They're trying to be nice. Most people are not gonna, even if they don't like something or think it's mediocre, they don't want to create awkwardness. They're gonna say they like it, even when they don't.
It makes me feel terrible when Gordon says he doesn't like my husband's food. Of course, I'm going to take offense to that.
Gordon is wrong about the restaurant.
My position is the manager, so I am not intimidated by anybody.
Bring it on.
Okay, here's another thing. Whenever our chef, every chef that I worked with, have asked us what we think of a new dish, none of us hold back. We had this new dish. It was a burrata toast with grilled asparagus, snap peas, pea tendrils, radish, and lemon vinaigrette. We all tasted it, and he's like, "What do you think?" And I was like, "I think it needs more acid. I think we can put some balsamic vinegar." And all the servers were like, "Yeah." And guess what? He took took all our advice, and now it's part of the ingredient, and everyone freaking loves it. Like burrata goes so well with balsamic vinegar, and for some reason, like this is why everyone needs to work together, because sometimes these classic pairings you just forget about. So being critical of your chef's food is not being mean or anything. It's almost like double checking each other's essays. Like sometimes you just forget about something.
Later that night, after meeting the staff and sampling the food, Gordon wants to observe a dinner service.
How many have we got booked tonight?
2 or 3 people.
Bloody hell.
Wow. 2 or 3 people for dinner. And that's probably just one table. Unless that's 3 solo diners.
This is not very good right now. It is 7 o'clock, and there's a lot of open tables in the restaurant.
to me, I would have shut the doors a year ago. Wherever you feel.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. This is back when nobody really knew who Gordon Ramsay was. People who are here don't even recognize him. Like, I'm sure now if they did Kitchen Nightmares and everyone found out that he was observing a dinner service, it would be completely packed.
I like it. It's your choice. Why not?
Yeah, like I said, that was a solo diner.
It's an hour into the dinner service, and it's starting to become clear to Gordon why the mixing bowl is losing so much money.
This coupon, you could use it this evening.
No way. Coupons? What's the point of raising the prices of food if you end up giving coupons? You're just gonna attract like the cheapskates.
50% off. Your check is all adjusted.
50% off. Half off.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
What's going on here?
I'm taking 50% off my check. We hand somebody a check. You put this 50% off.
So they were ready to spend the price they thought they were going to pay, and then you surprise them with the... They were going to spend that money. Why are you giving a discount?
Coupon in it.
15.
50, no, 50, 50.
In here.
Yeah, 50% off.
Holy smokes.
Please, that must be his idea. I can almost guarantee you that. Your food costs would look horrible. Why are you giving it half off when the guest was about to pay full price with no issue with that?
So we're giving more money away before we get money in the till. My goodness me. Mike just told me about a coupon that he tried. How long have you been doing it?
Long time. 8 years.
8 years.
No way! 8 years. And they've been open for 10 years? Why are you giving food for your... You know how bad of a reputation you're gonna build? And this wasn't even a coupon that they brought. They give the coupon with the check. They didn't even know about the coupon.
That doesn't make sense, that does it?
No, it doesn't.
Do you ever go out there?
As the chef manages the prices because he needs to manage the food costs. The chef decides what to charge food on the menu.
Any more coupons anywhere else?
No, that's
You
it.
sure?
There is more. I have about 10 signs that I had made up.
No way. So you don't need a coupon. You just see the signs. Oh my goodness. First, the guest gets the coupon as you get the receipt, and now they don't even need a coupon and they get a discount.
Go and get them.
Someone grab the door for me, please. All of them go in the window at some point.
Where did you get all these from?
I have a place. They make them up for me. It was expensive.
Holy mackerel.
As you can see,
Wait, did that really say you get a 3-course dinner or a 3-item dinner for only 13 bucks? Let's see what that is. That's 2007. I'm gonna use a little chat GPT. No way. $12.95 in 2007 is roughly equivalent to $16.98 in today's dollars, 2025. You could get 3, oh my God, the place I work at, we have appetizers that cost more than that.
Clearly. Now accepting reservations.
we don't, maybe because we're not taking reservations, maybe people aren't coming in here.
You're empty. Why do you need reservations?
Tuesday night, dinner special, select 3. 3 what?
That was one of the worst things we've ever done.
So why do you still have the sign?
What I do is I'll put up a sign a month ahead of time because maybe people will drive by and say, oh, look.
Which sign was the most successful?
Oh my God. You don't do you do any P&Ls? Do you do any inventory? Like, do you look at the computer, see which items sell the best, the worst? No wonder why the menu is so huge. You don't even know if these coupons and signs even have any influence on profit margins.
None.
Is there anything else that I should know?
That's it.
That is it.
This guy's a horrible liar.
Well,
Oh no.
there was.
Oh no.
It's not really that big of a deal.
Then why did you have to lie to him then?
Gordon, can you come here? It's a little big. Free appetizer with dinner.
Man, get me out of here. Where in the...
Yeah, it went over. It went over the. You saw these other little signs. Were
Oh my God! First of all, why nobody is taking their eyes off of the road to look at these signs and like, oh, let's pull over. And I'm sure that most people are going to a busy restaurant already has reservations. Like they're not gonna abandon those reservations because you have this free appetizer. Like free almost implies cheapness.
And how long did the sign go up for?
Well, it would have still been up, but there was a bad windstorm a few months ago, and it ripped it down.
It blew the signs down?
Yes.
Thank for that.
Doesn't this count?
Yeah, it should not catch the eyes of drivers. They should be looking straight in the road. Nobody is going like this. Let's look for some good deals on a Friday night. Like nobody, like, they want good food. They don't want cheap food.
Though from the street?
Catch my eye.
Isn't that the point?
It's worse than the dollar shop. You're incredible. Okay.
Exactly. It implies low quality.
I've got to be brutally honest with you. You know that. I've seen a lot today. Watched the service. Unfortunately, I spent a lot of time talking to Mike, and yeah, he's out there, that one, huh?
Yeah, he's supposed to be the front of the house manager, and he sucks. He's doing all these weird little tricks and hacks that even he admits doesn't work. While even if he was able to make amazing food, it doesn't translate to service. Because people go to a restaurant not just for the food, but also for the service.
Seriously have to start thinking as a businessman, not leaving it to someone like Michael to sort of focus on the...
Yeah, also, he's giving away discounts, so that ruins your food costs.
Lisa, you may be right. To put you out your misery, maybe we should close this place down tonight.
Jeez. And then you have the coupons that nobody asked for, so you're not gonna make money from that. Everything here is run incorrectly.
The stress and the pressure relieved, bang, be gone within 12 hours.
So what do you think?
I don't want him to give up his dream, but I don't see why we keep going with it.
Billy's a
Well, you have a horrible manager that represents himself as the owner and doesn't know the food and giving away all these discounts that nobody's asking for, not even the customers. It's the front of the house. That's the first thing that people see and deal with, the front of the house. He doesn't even know the ingredients of the food. How the heck is he gonna upsell it?
Looks like a wood chipper to me.
That's right. It's time to say goodbye to the past. It's time to say goodbye to Valentine's Day.
Why did he keep those? Because he paid for them himself?
You're a madman.
Yeah, I am mad. Working with guys like you makes me mad.
Chef Gordon, like, he really skips the formalities. He's basically like, I don't like you. Everything you do, I don't like.
Let's have a look at 1997 first. 1, 2, 3, 4 restaurants.
wow.
Yeah. 10
Yeah, no competition. And they're far from each other.
years ago. Let me show you something. 2007. Holy. Look how built up this neighborhood's become.
Yeah, they basically won because they don't have any competition. They might be the only Italian or upscale California cuisine, but now there are options. And they're right next to the water, so they can get access to amazing ingredients.
What else is around this area? You go to it every day.
Oh, the gym.
Gyms, beauty parlors, tanning salons.
Right.
What isn't on there?
A healthier?
Healthy is something that's not even listed any.
That's funny because Chef Gordon, he was joking that they were like health foods.
Time to be competitive, creative. Our list of 15 ingredients. Half an hour. You work there, I work there. Keep it fresh and healthy. Think about the direction of the restaurant, the way it's going, yes? Okay? Gordon?
It's kind of, man, like healthy food, I think it's all about getting the right sourcing. A lot of the vegetables that you get at supermarkets, they're grown for their size, so they lack a lot of flavor. I've had vegetarian food that blew me away, even though I love eating meat.
I was totally into what I was doing, but then like you realize that's Gordon Ramsay working next to you here. It was great.
So you shredded the fennel, same way I've shredded.
Yeah, that must be so intimidating.
I hope you're not copying me, Billy, man.
I'm not copying you. I did the fennel first. I think you're copying me.
Oh dear.
I was so excited because I haven't seen Billy this fired up about something in so long.
You're very quiet.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to get pushed to get motivated.
This is the kind of food that the mixing bowl should be serving. Both dishes are good enough to go on the menu tonight.
I like the food, but I really don't know if Gordon can change this place around.
It also depends on the front of the house. That's just the back of the house stuff.
With word that world-class Chef Ramsay is in town, the mixing bowl is busier than normal for tonight's dinner service.
Okay, so they do know who he is. I think maybe earlier when they had 3 dinner guests, they haven't announced it yet. But still, this isn't as packed as on the newer episodes of Kitchen Nightmares.
But can the staff at the mixing bowl actually cope with a busy restaurant?
I think that the customers are absolutely going to love the new salmon dish.
Push the salmon. Said before that don't point at customers. We're running a restaurant.
How do you work in this? So whenever you address or point at something, you always do open hand, right? Because if you point, right, this is danger, like, or this is a negative. Like, if somebody asked for a bathroom and did this, what does that look like? Even though the bathroom's behind you, what would that look like? But if you do this, see how it feels so much different just by the open hand. And the guest who is in between where I'm pointing to is not gonna freak out. Like, why are you looking at me? Why'd you point at me?
Not a zoo.
It's not a zoo.
12 out. Let's take 12 out.
Do you like salmon? Yeah, I would try salmon.
3 salmon specials.
Good. We're selling the salmon. Good.
Hey, Bon. How you doing, sir? I don't.
What are you doing? The restaurant is busy for the first time, and you're still going back into pretend mode that you're the owner of the place, and you don't even know the food.
Particularly care about the kitchen. Your main focus should be the customers.
The water
Yeah, the main focus should be the customers, not yourself.
is complimentary. Oh, yeah. Is he working out? All he does is stand and talk and lean and pray.
And you should never lean.
You should be out working.
Answer the phone, please.
It's impossible to work with him, and every time you work with him, he takes half of your tips.
Kimmy, you gotta work
No
the tips,
way.
baby.
He's a manager. He's outside of the tip pool. This is wage theft. The managers cannot take your tips.
I get very large tips. I mean, 20, 25%.
I'm tired of Mike taking half the money from the tip cup. That's not.
Dude, that's not legal. So everyone knows about this? And he's not getting fired?
Despite the success of the new specials, the staff is unhappy with their tips.
You find a table you latch on, and then the rest of us bust our butts to get your tables and our tables done, and then you take a...
You can't take another server's section. Okay, if you take tables, then you can take the tips. But he's taking other tables and taking their tips? Like, you can't do that.
half like of our tips.
Can I say something? Do you think you would have those tips if I wasn't here?
Then why? That's not your job to go. You can't go. You can't just If you talk to a table, oh my god, I can't believe he's doing this. Just because you talk to the guest doesn't mean you can take that server's tips.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and he just heard this.
Okay, time to get real. When I ask you to wake up in terms of running the business, sometimes you run it as if you own the place. And Lise, if it sounds crap, open up and say it.
I was nervous that everybody's sitting.
It's not just crap, it's illegal.
I don't think right now that's the right attitude. I think we should have a positive attitude.
When I'm busting my own tables and everybody else is running around crazy.
We are aware of what the problems were.
You're the problem. You're taking their livelihood away.
And I think that we should move forward and put the damn past behind us.
You're kind of talking to yourself right now.
I'm talking. This is how
Exactly.
I'm fighting for my life here. You right now need to step up to the plate and make the changes every freaking day, every minute of the day.
Billy, that's the first time you sounded like a boss.
Yeah, because now you see your employees struggling to pay their rent, and this guy didn't do anything and he's making the most money because stealing other people's tips.
Because it's your life on the line. Don't ever forget that. Hey, he's laughing again. If you're carrying the weight that this guy and his wife has on their shoulders, you wouldn't smirk.
So now that we know that he's taking other servers' tips, he's also taking everyone's livelihood away.
Looks nice. Huh? I feel like I want to spend money in here.
It's exciting to walk out to the dining room and just seeing what it looks like. The decor was terrible. Now I think the decor works.
Yeah, and these are very moderate, like very conservative changes. Just fixing up the paint, getting some new linens, not outrageously, like you don't have to tear down your walls or anything like that.
Lisa, what do you think of the chairs?
Oh my God, I
Sit down.
love them.
Have a seat in one. It's beautiful, warm.
Oh my God. It's amazing.
Yeah, a lot of fashion can change in 10 years. Feeling 10 years outdated, definitely, people want to go to somewhere that's hip, especially when you have new food. And I'm sure that people have seen this place and been here before, but with these updates, it needs to be congruent with these menu changes.
To a spa, a gym, we'll just put the word out. Fresh outlook, fresh appeal. My God, look at these. Hi, guys.
You all know what the mixing bowl is, right?
That's the restaurant there, the mixing bowl.
We're gonna be kicking off.
Man, this is one of the most effective ways to advertise your place. Just going up to somebody. You all see, like, sometimes these people are so bored and handing out, and most of them don't even work at that restaurant. But when you have someone like this who are actually working at that restaurant, passing these flyers out, you know that they are very proud of what they've done.
Our new light, vibrant, healthy menu, exciting new food.
At the Mixing Bowl Eatery in Bellmore.
New decor, new menu, new style. Yes. Gordon,
I'm burning 7.
See, this is at a time where people didn't really even know who he was yet.
Gordon has reached out to the New York Dragons arena football team to create some buzz in the community.
Big day for us tomorrow. We want to help celebrate that and get you down to the restaurant and come have a bite to eat.
I think it's an amazing idea. I just hope it works.
Man, that was a lot of changes in just 4 days.
There's a couple of little tiny things that bother me because I want the place to look perfect. How many people are you gonna be? There was a lot of confusion with the reservations, and there was a lot of things that I really had to do myself.
Yeah, you're the GM. You are the last line of defense.
He was having a hard time today, which we all were, but he really lost it.
Actually takes
some
thought.
I was definitely concerned that it wasn't going to help us when we opened the doors.
And this is also why a GM shouldn't be taking tables like a server, especially taking other servers' tips. Should be paying attention on how the service is doing, like every little detail. That's what he should be doing during service, and he's already getting stressed out, and there's nobody in the restaurant yet.
It looks like we have 47.
And the restaurant is fully booked.
Okay. Customers are queuing up to get here.
Unfortunately, there were too many reservations set at the same time.
Guess whose fault that is?
Oh no.
Even I'm getting a little bit doolally. There'll be a van picking me up in a minute with a great
Yeah, can you read your old notepad to realize that, hey, these tables are the same number and at the same times?
Because of Mike's reservations mix-up, many of the customers have arrived at the same time.
As soon as those doors opened and the floodgates opened up and everyone kind of came at once, it was a little bit stressful.
Yeah, because of you. You double booked them.
Mike.
Yes.
Okay. Reservations. What's the hiccup?
I handed over the reservation list to Kim, and then I'm not exactly sure what transpired since then.
You handed it to a server. The server's job is not to double check your errors, your mistakes. She has to do her setup. She has to polish the silverware, fold the napkins. She has tasks to do.
Mike tried to blame the reservation mix-up on me. I've never been the one in charge of the reservations. It's not fair.
It's also not part of her job description. The server's job is not to do this.
This is a big night. I cannot tell you how big this night is. And you've got to know what's coming in. That's your job.
It's not solely my fault, and I don't think that it's right to
It's 100% your fault. Everyone else had a task to do. You're not double checking other people's tasks. This guy has no ownership of his mistakes.
put blame on any one person.
Can we get on?
Yes.
Yes, but this one task, everyone has different tasks, and you're in charge of this task. So it is your fault for this particular task.
Work as a team.
Yes.
God.
I can't believe how calm Chef Gordon is.
Mike, you had table 5?
I'm not even there, Lisa. We're behind.
Lynn, are you telling him to bring a bus pan?
Let me take that for you, please. Thank you very much indeed. Can you wait there?
And now you have... You had Chef Gordon bust the tables, and then you come in and try to take the credit. Now I understand how the servers feel when he comes in, does nothing except talk to the guest, and then tries to take their money. Like, he just did that right in front of us.
How long are the appetizers on table 5?
You can't drive me crazy right now.
Honestly, I think Mike's job's not that hard. He just gets sidetracked.
And now he's trying to pour himself a drink. He should be watching everything, making sure everything's okay. At least make sure that the tables are bussed because the servers are inside waiting to run the food. You're the eyes on the floor.
While each waiter is covering 3 to 4 tables,
All right, so let me go ask
Chicken
them.
paillard.
Mike is looking after his friends.
All right. Can I get the 3 soup?
Also, he didn't... You have to have open hand service, and you won't shove your freaking elbow into your own friend's face. Does he even know how to run food properly?
I need soup bowls. I want it now.
Yeah, it's coming now, you now.
I can't believe this guy's been here for 10 years. He doesn't even seem to know what's going on right now.
Watch your back, watch your back.
I was definitely concerned that
Yeah, he's just deer in headlights, just looking around with a dumb smile on his face. The only thing he could see is his friend's table.
He's not used to running a busy dining room out there, you know that. Where's Mike? Oh my God.
And he's causing problems.
Now.
It's 2 hours into dinner service, and the mixing bowl has weathered the first storm. But they are about to be faced with another challenge.
Oh man, the dragons.
Hi, how are you? You're gonna
So
have
this is this a walk-in?
Wait a minute. I thought that table was gonna be with them. Can I see this? You forgot the biggest thing to put on the list. The Dragon's reservation.
No way! He completely didn't even put them there at all. How do you miss? He was with them when they passed out the flyers. He could. This is insane. Like he didn't even put them on the reservations list.
So we're supposed to be on that list, and somehow Mike just forgot. How is that missed?
Yeah, how did you miss that? You have these celebrities coming in, and how did you miss that? Like if Tom Cruise came by, you would make sure that he's there so he could be there and draw a crowd, and you booked another large group instead.
That
They
overlooked.
the dragons just.
Mike,
Well,
that's not what I'm saying.
I'm not exactly sure what transpired.
It's beyond upsetting. There was no dragons on there.
My God.
Yeah, exactly. They weren't even there. They were supposed to be the one that was gonna be in the middle in that large table, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe the dragons are here." Be the talk of the town, and now they don't have anywhere to sit.
Table for me is the most important table.
Like that's actually worse when you have celebrities that you forgot their. Jeez, like I can't believe this person's been here for 10 years.
That's embarrassing.
You're overlooking extremely important things.
Yeah, and all he cares about is impressing his friends.
I was not told about the dragons. I found out.
Like
You went and passed the flyers to them. This is insane. Like it's almost like his first day at work or something.
why do you keep saying that?
Because I wasn't told.
Excuse me, do not talk to me like that.
7 o'clock this morning. That's it. Seriously, I'm pissed off. Dragons on the paper.
No, it's not. We could. They're literally looking at the notebook that is the reservation book, and they are not there.
I'm pissed off. Not my fault.
Yeah, it is your fault. It's your handwriting, and they're not there.
I mean,
Can we please move on? That's it.
Move on. You're making a scene. You are making a scene. No one can move on after that. Everyone's meal is messed up now because they saw how you screwed up.
Hey, yes. You off outside now.
Okay. He's been doing this for 10 years. I've been doing it for 12 years. And I've never seen... And even I know better to not double book celebrities, right? This... Like, everything wrong that happened in this very important survey was solely his fault.
this is like the Twilight Zone. I really think something in his brain has snapped. He's a freaking lunatic.
Should have fired him 10 years ago. Like, him cozying it up with his friends and not paying attention, not just this night. He doesn't even know the food, yet he takes all the credit for the servers so he could take their tips, which is not legal. I think this one, he finally feels that he really does not know what he's doing because everyone else is on point.
Mike was raising his voice. I mean, I don't want him talking to my wife that way. I don't go for
And he heard it from the kitchen.
that.
Mike's conduct has everyone rattled.
And yeah, he made a scene, and this is not good publicity.
And Gordon has some concerns for the restaurant owners.
Okay. Let me just tell you something. And I've got to be brutally honest. You've got one problem here.
Yeah, first moment that Chef Gordon, when he first met him, he said, "Can you like not stare at me?" And like, what? Does this have garlic in it? Does this have shallots in it? It's like he doesn't, I can tell you, just because I've worked in this industry so long, even I was like, yeah, like this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Because I've been in those situations where I had to ask, hey, what's in this sauce? And I can tell when a server or a bartender doesn't know what he's talking about. And that's, I'll just finish what I have and I'll just go somewhere else. Because I can read through that BS.
Mike.
I don't know why Billy and Lisa.
No, they all know. All the screw-ups today was from Mike, the GM. Food came out in time. It was the servers that corrected his mistake of double booking everyone. They quickly, I don't know how a restaurant that small was able to recover from such a horrible mistake like that. And, oh, geez, I'm like pulling a sweat just by like frustrated on how this actually happened. Like, how could someone be so horrible at their own job?
So we're talking to Gordon. I don't know what they possibly could have said about me.
You need a manager, and that is not your man.
He's not even a good server. He doesn't know the food. And he steals the server's money, takes the most tips home, which again, like I said, is not legal.
That's the restaurant business. Freaking fire him.
If I would go home right now, life goes on, I'd get another job, but my life would be different.
Dude, if this place does well, it had nothing to do with you. You do not get to take credit for their hard work.
I just gotta reevaluate the situation.
Look how calm he is. Like, they all know what needs to be done.
Everybody else in the place is gonna get a second chance. So Mike should get a second chance, and we're gonna move forward together.
There's multiple second chances. How many second chances can you give in 10 years? And on top of that, he steals everyone's tips.
For now, Billy has decided to keep Mike on as manager.
Move on, yeah?
He is so lucky. But at least now, Bill actually has, he's like, because, you know, like a lot of chefs don't have front of house experience. So that could be why, or maybe it's because he is in the kitchen, so he doesn't see what's going on. And then this is probably the first time where he's like, yeah, even I know that better, that this is not right. And he is very nice for him to give him a second chance.
That was embarrassing, yeah? Can we put an end to this?
Mike managed to find a place to seat the dragons, and it looks like Gordon has finally gotten through to him.
But at the same time, this is a problem that he created. So it basically breaks even. It's not like he gave excellent service to everyone else. He basically fixed his own screw up. Actually, everyone here fixed his screw up. He started off with a huge negative number, and this one cancels out. It just 0 points.
As the week progressed, Mike's management skills kept improving.
1 and 2 is crucial that we get out of here.
So what, he was just lazy this whole time?
We got some amazing feedback from the food, Billy. Everybody's really loving the food. Holy moly.
And with the restaurant thriving, Billy even found some time to hang out with his new friends, the dragons.
This journey was unbelievable.
Man, this is like a huge improvement.
I want you to stop what you're doing for 2 minutes and go and say hello to your customers.
I'm so proud of him. Couldn't be more proud of him. I want him to get a little recognition for all that.
It's crazy that in 5 days his confidence level went up so much.
The difference tonight from when I first arrived was extraordinary. I would seriously eat here. You're talented, big boy.
We can't blame anyone but ourselves now because there's no excuses left.
Ladies first. Oh.
He always finds something to say about him. But I mean, for him to go that horrible to someone that's actually contributing to the team, that is I gotta give him props for that. I actually thought they were gonna fire him. Hey, if you enjoyed that, don't forget to check out these other videos as well. And please leave on the comment section on what videos I should react to next. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.